So, hey guys, it's KMCers, I'm Kirsten and welcome back to our channel. So today is another true crime video and today we are going to be Grant Soloman. So let's just start it. Okay, so Grant Soloman was born on June 19th, 2002. He was 18 years old. He was from Gallatin, Tennessee. His parents were Angie and Aaron. He also had a little sister named Gracie. He was described as a good person. He was vibrant, upbeat, well respected. He was a loyal friend. He wanted to be the protector of his family. Star baseball pitcher. He attended church. He was a talented musician. He had photographic memory. He had a strong intuition, and in 2013 his parents got divorced. He had recently turned 18 and he wanted to be able to testify in court about his father's abuse. So in the early morning of July 20th of 2020, Grant had left his house and in Franklin, Tennessee, Ford Performance Institute to attend an early baseball practice in Gallatin. At 8:40 a.m., a 911 call from Aaron came in. He stated Grant was not alert. He was out, trapped. He said he had 3 guys there but he's trapped under the truck. White 2015 Toyota Tacoma pickup. When authorities arrived at 8:44 a.m., there was no other guys there. The only witness was Grant's father, Aaron. According to the only witness, said Grant was getting his baseball equipment out of the bed of the truck and it began to roll backwards. When it rolled back, it trapped Grant and dragged him 60 feet until it stopped in a rocky ditch. Grant was trapped. He was taken to a nearby hospital but was pronounced dead. Aaron's story changed a few times during their interviews. He first said Grant was getting his equipment from the bed of the truck, must have forgotten to put the truck in park. Then he changed it to Grant was getting it out of the the driver's side back seat. Aaron's story always changed. How they both were at the center. First said he met at a Veterans Parkway and then they followed each other to the center. Another story, they met there. When the truck rolled back, Aaron was in his truck looking at emails. So his story just constantly changed. So the responding officers took Aaron's statement. Responding officers reported everything. The police classified this case on private property parking lot versus the truck being on a government ditch. The grass was not disturbed. There was no tire tracks in the grass or on the concrete. Grant's glasses were found on the sidewalk. The truck was on Grant, but not pinning him down. There was little blood found on the rocks. Grant's medical report says that he had 2 injuries, a blow to the jaw and a blow to the back of his head. There was no cuts, burns, rashes, torn clothing, indicating that Grant was even dragged the 60 feet. Grant's truck was in park, unlike what Aaron had said. Grant's shoes were not scuffed, which if he was drugged, they would be scuffed. A baseball bat was missing from Grant's truck, and no forensics performed on Grant's truck to determine if there was a malfunction because Aaron had refused them to do any kind of investigation. He also denied an autopsy of Grant. This is all that's happened after they closed the case. So they've closed the case as an accidental death. There was no homicide in this. But a lot of people believe that this case could definitely be a homicide more than an accidental. So Aaron had received Grant's truck and he drove it for months with no issues, and then he auctioned it off. And that's where Angie, Grant's mom, had purchased the truck. An independent investigation examined the truck for a malfunction, but they concluded there was no such malfunction that had happened. Grant's mom had said that Grant would never put his equipment in the back, but it would be in the cab of the truck. He was very protective and particular about how his equipment was, so there was no case that it would be in the back of the truck like Aaron had stated. Then questions from Aaron's story started to arise. His height and the way it rolled, he would have been bruised near his upper thigh or on his legs. Damage to the bumper was expected, but it would have had marks on Grant. Grant would have the marks that were from the bumper if it rolled back onto him. Tire tracks rolled the opposite way as that they were reported as, traveling front way then backward, which makes more sense with the vehicle position. So if you look at the photos, it just doesn't look right. It's just off. It would indicate that it had to, the way the story is, if he was behind his truck in the bed of the truck getting the equipment, it would have rolled on the back of him, so essentially the back side of the truck would actually be in the ditch part and not the front. But if you look at the photos show that it's in the front, which means that he had to have been driven over the front way, not the back way. So Aaron and his friend posted some photos and videos explaining his story. And in May of 2021, Grant's sister Gracie came forward with her story about a sexual abuse from Aaron. She wanted to tell her story out. Grant's family created a website called Freedom for Grace and Justice for Grant. And the Justice for Grant is also a protest that they had. The family had set up a petition for reopening Grant's investigation, which, if I could find all that, I will have that all linked down below. He seemed like a really genuine, sweet guy that did not deserve this from anybody, and if it was an accident, let his soul rest, but if it wasn't, he needs justice as well. So I'm just gonna end this by showing you some photos of sweet, sweet Grant. If you like me doing some true crime videos, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what true crime video you want me to do next, or what case you want me to do next. Subscribe if you haven't already and turn on the notifications so you're notified when we post every single Tuesday and Friday. So this is KMCers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.